Hello everyone, Flipacoin here, and today I want to speak briefly, as well as kind of reach out to the community on something I feel lacks a little bit of a true definition in Heroes of the Storm Esports right now, and that is talent. So, dictionary definition of talent is a natural aptitude or skill in whatever your respective set of interest or ability is. Often in esports, talented players are the ones who not only possess that aptitude, but they also excel and grow beyond it. Now, in most other popular MOBAs on the market right now, looking at Dota, League, Smite, they all share the potential for a player or players to clearly and oftentimes definitively carry a game. Now, HOTS trades this clear definition for kind of heightened team and cooperative play, and the way we perform to carry in Heroes is less definitive than in other MOBAs, since there's kind of no getting fed or individual snowballing. The other major characteristic of carrying is mechanical excellence, and I'll say HOTS does retain that comparatively. So what's the point I'm really getting to here? I'm looking to further define and create a dialogue around what talent actually is in HOTS. Beyond just recognition over, who's the best, I want to know what breaks this almost robotic performance and what really defines a player that pops and has this notable style to their play that puts them, out there comparatively to the rest. So, for instance, one of the first notable figures of young talent I was exposed to early on in my competitive Heroes following was Glaurung for his Zeratul play. It was distinctive in both excellence and his ability to outperform allied and opposing players. Now, although that's the nature of design for assassins, they're kind of meant to outperform and be able to get picks and, put themselves in a position of advantage. He managed to do such with distinction, and it garnered standing and reputation in the scene around him. So to kind of conclude this whole little bit, I want to bring focus to the chart that you see right in front of you and have seen in front of you for pretty much this whole video. And I want to break up, at least in my eyes, what I think defines talent. So I broke it up into 40% is mechanics. HOTS is very mechanically heavy, and I think what will put you above the rest right off the bat is your ability to excel mechanically beyond your peers. Next, at 25%, I put applied dynamic game knowledge, and I'll get into that in a second about what I mean by that. Another 25% is consistency, and again, I'll get into that momentarily, and of course, carry potential. Again, I'll get into it momentarily. So, beyond mechanics, self-explanatory, fundamental, you know what that means. Apply dynamic game knowledge. So not only is that knowledge of the game, but it's the ability to apply it non-traditionally and kind of outperform in doing such. Although important, you could argue that it's not necessary, because when you look to games like League, you have a lot of famous players who excel pretty much just mechanically above all else, and it doesn't really matter if they fall short in terms of game knowledge. They have coaches and shot callers to kind of carry that torch. But I do think in HOTS, more so than other games on the market, there's a certain necessity to not only fully understand the game to the best of your capability, but to be able to react accordingly. Next up, consistency is kind of like a softball term, but really I do think it's important. It's the ability to distinctively show up in tournaments, particularly LAN events, and kind of outperform and excel, even if your team potentially does not do so. Your team could do awful, but if you stood out among the rest as the most capable or the highest performing player, that does garner some importance. And last, the 10%, as I said before, the carry potential. So this kind of has the most open-ended definition, but I wanted to account for carry potential despite HOTS not being particularly carry-friendly. First off, some heroes scale in a way where their output kind of increases and spikes beyond the extent of other characters that may have been selected in the game, depending on how you build them. So, carry potential is this idea that said player can use those spikes as well as other advantages presented to them, big or small, to their disposal, and start piloting the game towards victory. I kind of put that at the lowest priority just because, again, HOTS is not carry-centric. It's about the collective win more so than anything else, but it is a factor of some importance. And again, we're looking at defining talent. I think that is indeed a factor. So to conclude, Please tell me what you think about the chart in terms of requirement, definitions, the breakup. Leave me a comment below. I can't stress enough that I'd really like to get a dialogue going on all this. I want to be told I'm right, wrong, whatever it may be. Get in the comment section. Tell me what's up. And of course, if you liked the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And of course, smash that subscribe button if you want to see more in the future. Until next time, it's been Flipacoin. Thank you guys very much.